Namaste, dear students, and once again, welcome in RSV Group of Schools online classes of science. And I am Anju Tiwari, your science teacher, is with you to discuss the remaining part of Chapter 7th Conservation of Forest and Wildlife. Forest and wildlife can be conserved by setting up areas like biosphere reserves, wildlife sanctuaries, national parks, etc. Biosphere reserves are the areas or the large areas of protected land for conservation of biodiversity. National parks are the areas reserved for wildlife where they can freely use the habitats and natural resources. Wildlife sanctuaries are the areas where animals are protected from any disturbance to them or their habitat. Conservation of biodiversity. It can be done by afforestation, by preventing overgrazing, by preventing forest fire, and by introducing protected areas. Protected areas, these are of three kinds: national park, wildlife sanctuary, and biosphere reserve. National park are the areas where only tourism is permitted. Wildlife sanctuaries where some human activities that do not harm animals are allowed. Biosphere reserve conserve diversity, educate, train and create awareness about environment in human beings. Biosphere. Biodiversity is the variety of plants, animals, and microorganisms generally found in an area. The biosphere reserves help to maintain the biodiversity and culture of that area. A biosphere reserve may also contain other protected areas in it. A biosphere reserve may contain other protected areas like the Panchmari Biosphere Reserve consists of one national park named Satpura and two wildlife sanctuaries named Bori and Panchmari. Here on your screen you are having a table in which you can write the protected areas for conservation of biodiversity. This is a map of Indian biosphere reserves. Flora and fauna. Flora are the plants found in a particular area, while fauna are the animals found in a particular area. For example, the flora of Panchmari consists of sal, teak, wild mango, jamun, silver ferns, etc. The fauna of Panchmari consists of wild dog, cheetal, wolf, leopard, blue bull, barking deer, etc. Endemic species. Endemic species are those species of plants and animals found only in a particular area and not found anywhere else. They are not naturally found anywhere else. A particular type of animal or plant may be endemic to a zone, a state, or a country. For example, sal and wild mango are the endemic flora of Panchmari. Bishan, Indian giant squirrel, and flying squirrel are the endemic fauna of this area. Wildlife sanctuaries. Wildlife sanctuaries are areas where animals are protected from any disturbance to them or their habitat. The killing or capturing of animals in wildlife sanctuary is strictly prohibited. Wildlife sanctuaries provide protection and suitable living conditions to wild animals. Some of the threatened wild animals like black buck, white-eyed buck, epithern, rhinoceros, golden cat, pink-headed duck, gharial, marsh crocodile, etc. are protected and preserved in our wildlife sanctuaries. Indian sanctuaries have unique landscapes, broad level forest, mountain forest, and bushlands in deltas of big rivers. Here on your screen, you are having different wildlife sanctuaries that are found in India. National parks. National parks, the areas reserved for wildlife where they can freely use the habitats and natural resources. Other activities like grazing and cultivation of crops are not allowed. Only tourism is permitted. Satpura National Park is the first reserve forest in India. The finest Indian teak is found in this forest. Here on your screen, you are having different national parks that are found in India. Project Tiger. Project Tiger was launched by the government to protect the tigers in the country. The objective of this project was to ensure the survival and maintenance of the tiger population in the country. Later on, we will discuss about the endangered animals in our next video. Till then, keep learning. Goodbye.